Hey, everybody. Hope all is well. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been meaning to do this story, but oh my gosh, there's so much to do. Have a busy schedule. So this came out, about a month ago. Yeah. So I saw it on Squawk Box. Check out the screen. Grameen America's Loan Commitment. 80,000 Black women entrepreneurs. 1.3 B as in billion dollars over 10 years. Closing the racial wealth gap. And who do you see? 80,000 Black women entrepreneurs. Here's what I want you to get. We've already seen Goldman Sachs, and now we have Grameen. Look who's investing in you. Remember the piece I did with the movie? Madam CJ Walker. And I put like one side was Goldman Sachs, other part was Madam CJ Walker, and I was saying, hey, you pretty much want to see a pattern here. Madam CJ Walker, and it is what it is. I'm so tired of the Dusties. Keep it up, Dusty. And it's like two in particular. I have a song for you. I have a jingle. And this jingle, my friend, is not going to be nice. Just so you know. Keep it up. I have a jingle to drop. And I said, oh my God, that is kind of mean. But you want to keep on harassing the women. I've seen the comment talking very low. We're not here for that. So go over there in Dusty Field, okay? This is not for you. This is above your pay grade, okay? This is above your intellect because you're intellectually void. This is above your reading comprehension, okay? So go read The Cat in the Hat, and with us, just stay back, okay? You're not ready. So this is a dust-free zone. So I want to tell to the ladies, look, for example, like in CJ Walker, Madam CJ Walker. She went to the Black men for investments, to invest in a business. Saw how that happened if you saw the movie. And then one decides to meet with her only to debase her, degrade her, and try to attack her. But luckily she had that peace. Then she had I guess Goldman Sachs' great-great-granddaddy. She had the white men, and they came. Oh, they were impressed because she had basically, which is a smart thing to do in business. If you're doing a business, it's a very good idea. I don't care how small. I don't care if it's just you, okay, to study someone who's successful and do what they do. So when those men came and they were saying, wow, this looks very efficient. This looks like the Ford assembly line. And she made it clear, of course, she studied it. She patterned it after that. Okay, so positive vibes. And here's the thing. I hate to say this, and it's my opinion. The Black community collectively, they respect ignorance. They do. They don't respect business. And that's why they're so adverse to it. That's why these dusties are so adverse to it. So if you notice, in Madam C. Walker's movie, notice how the dominant society, those men came with praises. The Black men that she met with first, they were all skeptical. And I hate to say it, it's the same thing today. They were all skeptical. The white men came, checked it out, and everything was going positive until her man showed up, until little TT's great-great-great-great-great-granddaddy showed up, all drunk and acting crazy. Then when he came on the scene, cheating on me with this business, cheating on, I own half, who are all the grays. Next thing you know, they're like, is he involved or is he, is this true that he's on half? Then all of a sudden, we have a train to catch. So even back then, look at the video I did before. Dusty Sr. and Dusty Jr. I said in my video, Dusty Sr. and Dusty Jr., he get it from his daddy. Look at the movie Madam C.J. Walker. She's married to a Dusty. People seem to forget. Money doesn't die, land doesn't die, and spirits don't die. That's why it's very important who you align yourself with, positive or destructive spirit. So notice the pattern. Madam C.J. Walker, look who turned her down, wouldn't invest in her, and look who was willing to until that old dust bucket showed up and ruined it for her. Let's fast forward. Look who's investing in black women. Out of all the black men that black women carry, I mean, not just, as far as like being a mom, but in these relationships, so many, it's like a role reversal, a role reversal. And then the Dusty still want to complain. Out of all of that, look who's investing in you. Look at all these so-called sports guys. Are they investing in you? They might buy the mama a house. Are they investing in you? What's going on? Most of them come from poor families. They're not trustafarians. That we know for sure. And neither am I. But they're not trustafarians. Most of them come from poor families. So they know the struggle within the community. Can you just help everybody globally? No. But you can set up programs. So who's investing? Just like in Madam C.J. Walker, back then who was investing or willing to ensure that Dusty ruined it? Fast forward. 2021. Who's investing in black women? We're all the black men that are wealthy. These sports guys. Where they at? Are you investing in black women? I've heard some horror stories of some of them even got mama a house. The house not paid off. He's not good with the money. Then she lose the house. I've even heard one saying it's about a rental. I just can't take it. So Goldman Sachs, and now we have Grameen. Who's investing in black women? And ask yourself, this is Wall Street. Why are they investing in you? Don't forget, you wearing weave, All they have is weave. Oh, single motherhood. I mean, the Dusties, oh my God, they are an embarrassment to the world. Put them in a room with other men with their ideology, and those other men would know these are some fools. This is why the group is still down collectively. Oh, I don't want to date single mothers. Well, they mean black single mothers. Well, Ching, who are you going to take the word of, a dust bucket or Goldman Sachs? They're not going, oh, and you can't be a single mother because guess what? They already know who made them single mothers. And newsflash, that's why they're not investing in dust. So I'm trying to get you to see how sometimes they run the game on you. Low self-esteem. It's like a pimp. Beat you down, keep you around. You need me. Nobody else gonna want you. I tell you, I heard that on it's Nyla Says, her channel. I heard a Dusty say that, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. We don't have anywhere to go. No, boo-boo, you don't have anywhere to go. If black women start snatching up keys tonight to homes, cars, apartments, condos, what would they be? Out on the curb. Black women have nowhere to go. No, sweetie, we have options. It's you who don't have options. Black women have somewhere to go. We can go with Goldman Sachs and get some money to invest in our businesses, or Grameen. Look on the screen. I know some of these justices might be kind of reading and kind of challenged in reading wise, so I'm going to say it real slow. Grameen America's loan commitment, 80,000 black women entrepreneurs. Words of word says black men on the screen. And don't come tell me because we have it harder. Black women, I think, have it harder because guess what? You're the one that's coddled. So they have to deal with the outside world and come and deal with you. And that's hella hard in my book. So enough of my yapping. Let's go ahead and check this out. Fair use. Again, ladies, there's a pattern here. Negativity on one side, positivity on the other. People will try to keep you down. They need you around. Check it, ladies.
A leading microfinance nonprofit wants to help close the racial wealth gap. It's committing $1.3 billion in loans to 80,000 black female entrepreneurs over the next 10 years. Grameen America CEO Andrea Jung joins us right now. She's, of course, also the former chair and CEO of Avon. And Andrea, good morning. It's great to see you today.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me on.
So let's talk a little bit about Grameen for people who aren't familiar. This is something that you've been in the business for a long time. The nonprofit has been operating for over 11 years and has handed out a lot of loans already. How does it work?
Yeah, so we are the largest and fastest growing microfinance organization here in the United States. So Grameen America has given out this month, in June of 2021, we will surpass $2 billion of loan capital to nearly 140,000 low-income women who will be able to access affordable capital, get training, and be able to asset build with savings, as well as build credit scores. And these are things that prior to joining the program, they've basically been not financially excluded. And certainly this past year in the pandemic and coming out of it in this recovery period, we know that this access to capital is even more important, and the sort of disproportionate inequity in this country has been amplified.
I was looking through the numbers, and it seems to me, if I'm doing the math right, that you've given out more loans, but the average price of those loans has probably gone down. Is that the case? Have you been kind of tweaking how this works and found what maybe is the best ratio?
Well, the average loan is about $4,000. And I think a lot of it is about mix, because what we've been doing is giving out a lot of first-time loans. And those are no more than $2,000 to start. It's approximately $2,000 for a member's first loan. But it goes up quickly, and so some of our largest loans are close to $20,000. But the very first time that you join the program, we have learned that women want to be able to pay that back within 6 months. Most of them have a good credit score of 650 plus, and many of them have a prime credit score, which is incredible because they've either had no credit score or poor credit scores before coming into the program. So this is an extraordinarily important thing.
If it's a loan of about $2,000, at least for a first loan, what do they do with it?
It's pretty amazing. I mean, I think we have 140,000 stories, because that's probably the number one question people ask me: what can $2,000 or our average $4,000 do? And its extraordinary ability to help them with some working capital, buy inventory, pay their rent. But that $2,000 has moved them in the pathway up and out of poverty in many cases, and to really help establish businesses. So a little bit of capital can go a long way.
Just in terms of
part of this initiative, and why it's so important, is sort of due to that long-standing impact of systemic racism. Especially the Black community has had really insufficient access to even a little bit of affordable capital. And before the pandemic, I think Black women were among the fastest growing demographic of entrepreneurs. I think they were 42% of new women-owned businesses, which was 3 times their share in terms of the female population. But then the compounding inequity over the past year has really not given them that access. But we find when they do have the opportunity to open their own businesses, their success rate is huge.
Yeah, you mentioned that most of them want to pay this back in 6 months. What kind of loan repayment numbers and statistics can you share with us? How able are they to pay that loan back? And did that change at all during the pandemic?
It's pretty extraordinary, Becky. I mean, it's over 99% has been the historic record. And to be honest with you, we certainly expected with the recovery and rebuild loans that we were giving out during the pandemic that we would see some downfall. But since August of last year, when businesses started to open up, we've seen that same historic rate, over 99% repayment on non-collateral, non-recourse loans. It's been extraordinary. They are truly inspirational, but they needed the capital. They trusted the organization. And that's why we're so excited to be able to, I think through 2030, offer 80,000 Black women entrepreneurs $1.3 billion of loan capital. So we hope that this will do our part in terms of sort of erasing some of that systemic racism that has not allowed and afforded fair capital and equal capital to this community.
I know that you're starting in Newark, New Jersey, New York, and Memphis, Tennessee. Your plan is to branch out. How do you do that, and where do you branch out?
I mean, I don't think there's a major city in the country that doesn't have this need. So we're starting with an intensification in 2021. And again, the New York City area, greater Newark, and Memphis a little bit later as we start the summer. But we've identified communities all across the country, some that we are in already and some that we aren't. But we are currently in 24 cities, soon to be 28, and we see that going to 60 cities over the next several years.
You heard it, ladies. Wow. Any disparaging remarks about Black women? Success rate? You hear that? What were the insults? Because don't forget, all the problems in the Black community, it's our fault. It's the Black women's fault. Single mother's fault. Can you not see the contrast, the juxtaposition of what the Dusties are saying and to what other people are saying? Who are you going to believe, a dust bucket or a venture capitalist? A VC or a Dusty? So I want you to get the narrative. There's jealousy here. Goldman Sachs, now Grameen. But nobody wants the Dusty machine. They don't get it. You keep setting the narrative. Oh, and I've got another view that's going to come up. All I have to say, for the ones that have an attack in Cynthia G, you Dusties, in a way, I have some new information to share. Attacking Cynthia G, I don't know if she knows it. Well, she probably does. That channel got a heck of a reach. It's people watching Cynthia G that I didn't even know was watching Cynthia G. So yes, I have a video that I'll be posting soon. Probably get done this week. Oh yeah. That the Dusties, you probably don't know it, but you really shouldn't have come at the lady like that. When I say the world is watching, the world is really watching. Oh yes, this is going to be an exciting video. So the dust is coming after Cynthia G. I keep saying the world is watching. That woman, that young woman, very intelligent. And you don't have to agree with everything she says. But that's the thing about it. In the Black community, we want to all be on the same page. That is impossible. And first of all, it's too much dust to begin with. And I say there's bullying. But the dust buckets attacking Cynthia G, you've no idea that wasn't well played. Wasn't well played. And I will tell you why in an upcoming video. Facts. Dust buckets are dumb. Oh my gosh. So that's going to be an exciting video that I'll be putting that out. Definitely. But I wanted, like I said, look on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. They're trying to put you down. Look at the contrast. They're putting you down, but other people lifting you up. Someone's putting you down. Somebody's lifting you up. Someone's investing in you, but not the dust. It's not rocket scientists. So, this here is very positive. Came out a couple of weeks ago. So I just want the sisters to know, the ones that are trying, do not give up. Don't conform to the dust. And sometimes you're in a negative environment, and keep in mind that's temporary. Don't inculcate it. Don't deeply plant that into your mind. You might not be able to just up and go right now. You could be in a young woman, a teenager, in a home, and it could be with your parents, siblings. Just think, where you are right now doesn't mean where you're going to be tomorrow. But how you think right now, your thinking process, your execution plan of what you do today, it can determine your tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Look forward to your comments. Ladies, don't fall for the pimp game. I'm out.